You logged in?
Yep.
I brought my bag in.
Okay, perfect. We'll be good. Still be hitting the screen. Alright, so when you're in dashboards, what are you guys looking at? Orders and quotes. So you're not gonna have anything in there yet. From there. So what you're gonna wanna do is go up to the top here, create quote. Does that give you any permissions?
Quote, I guess not. This is dashboard search, quote maintenance orders documents.
Hold on. Yeah, I gotta give you permissions, eh?
I couldn't tell you otherwise, I don't know.
Of course. It's gonna What a pain in the ass.
Yeah, so I'll refresh it.
Alright, so you guys are in.
Refresh it. So much.
Just fucking. You're good. You're good now.
Weird.
Alright,
Maybe I'll have to log out.
yeah. Yeah, log out, log back in.
Okay, cool. I'm in.
You in?
Yep, create quote.
You in?
Yes, I think. Yep.
Alright, up top right, create quote. Alright? Once you open it up here, the PO and the customer's reference number, put their first and last name in both of those.
Okay.
Okay, so just you can write in there test or whatever you want. So put something in there. I want you to create a quote right now.
So we both of them up. Okay. Salesperson. Steve.
Is the customer ref supposed to be their name?
Yep.
Okay.
Is the PO number and customer.
PO
reference.
and
I just put testy.
test. Alright, put this up. We're gonna do a test phase here. Alright, so you got that, you're gonna add, you got your test in there?
Yep.
Alright, so this little button right here, this little category button, alright? When we do the drop down arrow, it's gonna have us pick what kind of window we're going into. The Essentials is the basic cheap window that we can offer. Alright, it's all it comes in I think is white and beige. Only standard low E double pane glass is what it's available in. You can't get any of the souped up models. So it's basically cheap of the cheap, alright? The Sunrise is the quality window where we get all the color options, all the glass options, all of the bells and whistles, the different grid patterns, all of that stuff.
Insulation too.
Yes, yeah, so you're either gonna be picking between either the Essentials or the Sunrise, alright? Don't worry about replacement, those are for replacement parts,
Okay.
alright? And then the install portion we're gonna worry about is the rock solid installation. I'm gonna get rid of these other ones out.
Okay.
But that's where it's gonna figure in the labor part on top of the window, so that's gonna calculate your retail pricing, okay? So, let's pick, so those are the categories in the drop down here. What's really cool is if we click this little button right here, it brings up the catalog.
Okay.
Alright, it only has the two options we're selling, the Sunrise or the Essentials, so you can't go wrong. But once you click one of these, the Sunrise for example, now it's gonna give you the different type of options. You click on Windows, and now you have your different styles. Your single units, your mulled units, which this is a mull in between, this piece here. So we'll put two windows and mulling them together, or your box units like your bays and your bows, your architectural shapes. So if you click single units now it shows you all of the styles that are available in the single units. You have your sliders, your hungs, fixed windows, the crankouts, which are your casements, and then your basement, those are hopper windows. All right?
Basement windows?
Well, we can, as you see. We don't really get into too many of them.
Okay.
Once I kick sliders, now you have your options for all of your sliders. Okay, you have a double, a two-section lift-out slider, which is traditionally what we're going with. You have your tilt-in slider. That's the one yesterday I mentioned was kind of like a double-hung window on the side, and it tilts in like a book for cleaning purposes. We're not really selling that too much. Here's a single slider where only one side slides, and then those are your three-sections sliders. You have your lift-outs or your tilt-ins. So those are like the quarter-half quarters like we were putting on the board yesterday. And then you have the center, or the three light, what's the center now? Either way. Alright, so once you click on your lift out, now it's gonna ask you how many and what size you want in it. So I'm gonna put in, this is just a slider, I'm gonna put in 48 by 48. Click add. Now it's gonna bring you to all the detail sections of it, alright? So as we're coming through, you don't need to change the sizing. Okay, that's for ordering purposes. Yeah, I see that. What the hell happened?
I don't know, I just did what you did and I put that.
What browser did you open up?
Safari.
Safari?
Yeah, I don't use Chrome. I mean, if I have
We
to, I
may
have
have to.
to. Okay.
That might be one of the glitches on it.
Alright. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's just giving me like everything
In each category.
Yeah, it tells me everything, but this
How was
is
yours
sizing.
looking, man?
Like yours. I mean, kind of.
Paint exterior, color.
Alright, so yours is.
Anyway, last
Try opening it up in the other format.
I don't think I have Chrome on here.
These are really awesome. Ain't it?
Okay.
Same thing, huh?
Same thing. That's so weird.
No, I don't, because you have an iPad, but.
Technology said, fuck you.
Well, he's on an iPad too. Yours doesn't look like this.
No, his looks like yours.
It does. Okay. Because, no joke, when I saw Brian doing this, it didn't look like this. It looked like yours.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Matt, let's go look at his iPad real quick.
So,
I'll come over to.
his looks like this on the computer, but it's showing ours like this. It's like weird.
Well, first of all, it's because mobile websites are different than desktop websites.
So it's probably the difference. It looks like it's the same stuff though.
Well, Brian's on his iPad was the same as mine.
It's because he's probably, I'm not sure,
Can you open up like the desktop version?
he's using Chrome. You can't.
He just opened up Chrome. I had
Yeah, I was using Safari and Chrome looked the same way.
Oh, you know, they changed that too. Oh, fuck it. So who else? Who did you look at that looked different?
Brian.
Yeah, Brian's almost looked different. I'm almost positive he did not have those black circles.
You couldn't, but they used to have this built in here where you can turn it into the window. I know. So,
Top two section left out. No. Yeah, it's fine. Second, that's real quick, just make it.
so you just had to. Oh, sure did. Why not change from this one here? So, no, that's exactly the same. You guys.
That's fine.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, we'll just figure out how to use it this way.
Unless he's using a different browser other than that,
Like Firefox.
it's possible. That's usually the difference between the two. Is desktop site and mobile site, but
That's alright. Let's see where we. So, tip to top. Or tip
Man, I just sent you an email. Can you print this for me? That I just sent. I don't know, my printer's all fucked up. I can't print
operational.
from my, I can't print from my computer, pull the image out.
Index to here.
oh, because it's an HEIC. That's why.
Okay, either way, it's the same.
Alright, so tip to tip, we're gonna keep that the same. We're not gonna be touching anything on that. An Oreo type. Basically what an Oreo type is, where like right now you see the slider has two sections of it, and the two sections are exactly the same size.
Mhm.
If you click Oreo, and those are more or less for hung windows, you can see that you can break up the difference
Oh, okay.
where it's not equal anymore. That's what they call an Oreo window, where it's not a 50-50 split. But you'll be able to choose what type you want to do here. So this is a 60-40 Oreo. Alright, so we're gonna go none, but that's something that is an option. The painted color, alright? If it's white on white, we're not gonna have to worry about anything, but we might be changing this paint, alright? The outside color, and that's where now we have to, this is your base color. So this is what color the vinyl is gonna come in. And then what they'll do is they'll paint whatever color is on the other, for the interior or whatever the case is. So you'll be able to see in this picture, it'll show you, but let's say we wanna do, the window is gonna, see these are all white bases, and then you have your tan base. So if you're gonna go white on the outside, these are interior base color. So we'll go golden oak, and then the exterior paint color. This is gonna cover the white on the outside now with royal brown.
So
Royal, it's got the royal or golden oak. For some reason, the royal brown isn't showing.
How
up.
did it just pop up with the tube?
No, I did both on the video. Or over here.
so did you click
What's up, bud?
What you looking for? I'm just gonna come so weird.
yeah,
The drains to the driveways.
did he click exterior paint? Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then this is for your interior. Just pick Royal Oak.
Royal brown.
No.
That's not like
I think he said that for
No.
exterior.
Look at
I can hear you.
Interior base color, golden oak, white.
Golden.
A French drain.
And then go down and hit the royal brown for the exterior.
Yep. He's got it on the price sheet for $300 for a 10-inch grate, and $25 per linear foot of run.
Okay. Okay, cool. That makes sense.
Oh, hold on.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All
Not
right,
good.
thank you.
Yep, bye-bye.
Try that one more
That's
time.
probably why, yeah. And then hit the royal or the golden oak. Yep. And then it'll drop down another menu. Yep.
Nice.
Royal brown should be at the bottom, right there. And then what he did to look at the exterior color, he had both.
For sure.
All right, so we on it?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so those are your different color options. Now, getting down to the glass group, we're gonna keep it as a standard glass group, but then you have your glass package. When you open this up, you have these 3 or 4 different options that are in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The N stands for the northern region. That's where we're in. Okay, there are different other regions, but we eliminated it. There's no sense of us fucking confusing ourselves. The first number that's showing there after the N represents how many pieces of glass. So if it's
Okay.
N2, there's 2 pieces of glass. All right. The second number represents how many coats of low E are on the glass. So N21 is showing you that there's 2 pieces of glass, 1 coat of low E. Make sense?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The letter at the very end represent what type of gas is in between the glass.
Okay.
A stands for argon, K stands for krypton. Okay? I'll get into those differences later, but at least so you can recognize. So now when we're talking down here, we have triple pane with 1 coat of low E. We got triple pane with 2 coats of low E with krypton gas, and we got triple pane with 2 coats of low E argon gas.
Okay.
Okay, those are what the different options are. So there's going to be different pricing when it comes to all of that. All right. So I'm just going to pick the triple pane with argon.
Okay.
All right. Now it opens up a lot more options.
Yep.
Okay. Don't worry about the glass brand. All right. Now this is up in your cheaper sash.
You said triple pane with argon, right?
Yes.
3-2-A.
The 3-2-A. And as you keep putting these options over here on the pricing, those will always jump up or jump down depending on what option you're choosing. Now your keeper sash is one of the sections where that's your solid section that doesn't typically move. Okay, your lock sash is going to be the one that's moving, usually the front one. Okay, but here you click on obscure, what it does to the picture, now it's going to mark those as obscure. Alright, you can put the other side as obscure.
So we're doing both obscured.
Yeah, I will send that image back. Do you need the file or no?
You need a
Nice.
file?
No, do you want the image sent back to you?
No, because you convert it or something. Yeah, I might as well just send it.
And what?
Yeah, the HVAC will never, you'll never, unless you have a plug-in to do that on your computer, it won't open.
Is
Before I saved it to my phone.
I think it's like a frost. I think it's like a frosting on the glass.
That's the Apple format.
Oh.
Obscured view, maybe.
That makes sense.
What the fuck are you doing?
Okay.
So what are the differences between the 3 sash? There's what's the obscure do?
That's like for a bathroom window, that gives it the frosted glass that goes on there. So those would be your options. It's not a whole bunch more, but you gotta make sure you're picking it for both sashes.
Do you ever pick the glue chip or whatever? What is that? No.
That's a different type of obscurity.
Okay.
Tempered. Okay, tempered. By law, there's a couple areas where you need tempered glass. Okay, anything 18 inches of the ground, you want to write this shit down. Alright, tempered glass is like your windshield. If it breaks, it breaks into itty bitty pieces, there's no sharp edges, so protect it, safety glass.
Okay.
So, where do you think we're gonna need safety glass? We're gonna need it, anything within the glass is measured 18 inches of the floor. Okay, not the frame of the window, the glass itself.
If it's 18 inches from
If
it,
it's
or
18 inches or less,
okay.
it's gotta be tempered. Okay, and again, you're not worried about the framing of the window, you're actually measuring it to the glass.
Okay.
Cool. How was your weekend?
One video? And from Anthony too?
Yeah.
How are the Latinas?
One of them knows you.
You fucking
No fucking way.
We know so many people, blah, blah, blah. And fucking Anthony was like, they probably know Ryan.
How do you
He's like, what does Ryan look like? I'm like, he's got red hair and a beard. She's like, I think I do know.
looks like a leprechaun.
Yeah.
I say, dude, I like
I did
Latinos.
say that.
Remember when
She's
I
like,
take-
oh, I know exactly what that is.
It's good training exercise. All right.
That's awesome. I can edit it out. So, all right, 18 inches of the ground's gotta be tempered. All right. Any stairway. You know how sometimes the stairs come down and then they change angles and come back down like a platform.
Yeah.
That's there. If there's a window in there, that's got to be tempered. If you were
Like
to
at the
fall-
bottom of the stairs?
Yes. If
Okay.
you were to fall down the stairs, there's a good chance you're going through that window. So that's why they want safety glass on those.
So window near stairs.
Yep.
Inside of a shower.
That's the next one.
Oh, love it.
You good?
Jumping the gun.
You hear 'em?
Yeah.
Inside of a shower.
I would think kitchens, but no. Obviously,
It's trip hazards.
obviously door walls.
Yes.
Okay.
You can't get door wells without them being tempered.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yes, but your patio doors will be. Sometimes the size will limit or dictate that. Okay, the program will determine that. If the size, it'll throw up a red flag and say this must be tempered or whatever, so you'll have to add it. It won't allow you to process through without entering. Without
Okay.
putting it in. So you got 18 inches of the ground, you got in the stairway, you got inside of a shower.
Yep.
Door walls is what I put.
Door walls.
Within 24 inches of a shower.
Is it 24?
So 2 feet from a shower.
I thought it was 18 or 2. If it's close to a shower.
Oh.
If you slip going out of a shower, you
Yeah.
hit that window.
Yeah.
And anything you can think of.
Never
that-
done it.
Yeah, exactly. Anything you can think of that would be like, you know, a possible trip. You know, if you fell, it's close where you were going through it, okay? Now what I wanna point out here is, you can see the price right now, I'm at 1982.
Mine says
I'm gonna add tempering.
2037.
I took off the description.
Oh, okay.
So I was at 1982, so for us to temper this window, it's almost $200. About $1.80 in this situation. So just remember, if you gotta temper these windows, it could really jack your shit around if you forget it. Okay? So I'm gonna take the tempering off. Did you pick the same colors I picked?
Yeah. So you don't have to pick any of those glass options. So there's without picking anything, it's just standard glass.
Yep, just
Okay.
saying. Okay? The solar clean. What this is, I gotta get samples and stuff of it. Basically, it's a permanent version of Rain-X. It's baked into the glass, so in order to clean the window, all you basically do is spray it with a hose when it rains, it's gonna wash your windows cold. So that's gonna be part of our brand new window once we get all that shit all set up. Your sash option, so your keeper sash and your lock sash, these are for grids. You're gonna have the buttons that go in between. Okay, that's where you're gonna pick that. And what's nice about it too is that once you pick it, it'll actually fill in the window so you can see the picture of it, and then you can determine here what style you want in there. It's gonna basically give you the computer generated grid, what they feel is best for that size. But the customer may have something different in there, they might be part of an association where they wanna match up exactly what they currently have. That's where you can edit it and you'll be able to see the picture from it. But the V means vertical, and then this H means horizontal.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's how many actual pieces in it. There's one vertical piece that goes up and down in the middle, and there's 3 vertical or horizontal.
How did you get those things on there?
Bruh.
Huh?
You hit the pewter rectangle and it pops up. And then he says it comes standard with whatever, you know, the size of the window.
Okay.
So remember, it's the pieces of aluminum that number represents, not the number of squares or rectangles. Some people count the boxes that are in there. No, it's actually the posts
Okay.
that are in there, what they are.
So that one is considered 3 posts?
No, it's
Or is it
3 horizontal, 1 vertical.
Okay. Oh, I got you, yeah.
But look at the picture, that's what's cool about it, and we don't have to take and the customer's gonna see these pictures too, and they're gonna sign off on it. So at that point, you know, it's not a matter of, oh, well, I didn't know what grid pattern, you gave me something that I didn't like, I look like I'm in the jail, or, I don't
Right.
hear any of that shit, they're gonna be able to see it. So the sash options, all right, are we putting the fiberglass reinforcement inside of the frame? Or inside of the sash? The meeting rail is what's in between here. And the sash is actually around the glass.
Where's the
So,
median
so the
rail?
median rail actually in this case, because our double sliders are gonna be on the edges here, the verticals.
In between the
that's-
actual frame and the
It's in the
window?
frame.
Okay.
It's in the frame. And then the actual sash is like that window piece that's down there. That's gonna put it in the actual sash itself.
So if we have the fiberglass beams in the sash itself, does it need to go in the post in the middle?
It doesn't have to. Again, we talked a little bit about that yesterday.
Because it's not going to cave in, yeah.
Right, it's more of a show thing. But that's where those options are. We're gonna eliminate some of these. This is the big one here, is the multi-core insulated frame. That's putting the foam insulation inside of the frame. Okay, to give it that extra strength, and it also provides insulation as well. Hardware is always gonna come standard unless they wanna upgrade into like antique brass or brushed nickel, oil bronze. They don't even have the option of half screen. I'll get you samples of this, but they have an OptiView screen, which is a little bit thinner, so it's easier to see through it. So it keeps the bugs out, and then you have more of your your black petting. So if they have claws and shit like that, it's a little bit more resistant to that. Promotion, I don't know what the hell that is. We'll have to get rid of that. Special order, we're good. So basically, that's all you need to know, going through it. This is a little bit, you got your grid options, your glass options and stuff. Once you're set with that one, you're gonna click add up top. And then it puts it down here in your itemized check with the details of everything that's in there with the total retail price.
Did you add anything on your sash options? I'm just trying to figure out why mine's more expensive.
Which year is that?
All I did was the paint.
Uh-huh.
I didn't do anything for glass. Did you do upstairs? Did you take that
No,
off?
I took it off. Yeah, I got standard glass, N32A, pewter rectangle.
You got royal brown outside,
Yep.
golden oak white
Yep.
inside,
Mm-hmm.
glass brand.
Glass.
That was automatic.
Yep. Nothing on the sash glass, nothing on the lock sash. No solar clean.
Click options and then click it back. Maybe it just has to refresh.
Click options.
You got 48 by 48?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mine says 2071.
Mine's just.
Fiberglass screening, full screen, standard hardware, multi-core insulated. I don't know what I did different.
Home seniors?
What do you have over there?
2024.
It's so weird.
You have a different one than he has?
Yeah, he has a different price than me, and then I have a different price than you.
Why does yours look so fucking different?
We were trying to figure that out. We went through Chrome and Safari, and it won't show like
Yeah,
this.
yours doesn't look like that, Dave?
It looks like that. I'd be confused as fuck if this happened to me.
Oh, did
Yeah.
you do no screen?
What the
I think I put a
fuck?
screen on there.
Right, so
No, he said full screen,
Oh, fuck.
not no screen, right?
Oh, Dave took his
Fiberglass.
Oh yeah, I don't have grids in mine.
Ah, there we go.
So that does add $100 more, basically.
per sash.
Damn.
But yeah, we were trying to figure out why
Yeah, because
it's
this,
the way it looks.
because Brian's looks just like this too. I don't know why ours are so fucked.
You both have that?
Yeah.
They both got brand new iPads. I haven't tried it on mine to see what mine looks like, but
Okay, so I took the 2029. Still more.
$5 off mine. What the fuck?
I don't get it.
alright, well let's move forward.
Okay.
Technology needs.
Maybe yours is already including taxes, I don't know.
I don't know.
But click save or add,
Okay.
and then you're gonna see your line item down there, your sunrise, the width, everything else in there. Alright, now we're gonna add another one. Alright, click the little fucking button.
What fucking button?
Add.
What are you guys doing?
Add. Oh, right here.
Huh? Do you want to meet the new OC reps?
Yeah.
Come on in.
Good morning.
Hello, how are
This
you?
is Dave right here.
Hi, Dave.
I'm
Steve. I'm new. I don't know what to do.
Here, Cohen's Corner.
Nice to meet you.
We could probably hang out here in a bit. I'll have everybody come in. There's
that's
bagels
cool.
out here if you guys want
Like
some.
bagels.
Hungry, go ahead.
There's more carbs, carb loads. Carlo, what are you guys all doing? In sales or you?
I fell through a ceiling yesterday.
Oh, congrats. How was it?
It hurt.
Alright.
Andy didn't sell it.
You didn't die.
So now we gotta repair this guy.
Sell, you didn't get to sell after that, huh? You damaged the house, but you don't get to sell?
So now we gotta send out a crew on a job that we're not even doing anything for.
Oh.
We're gonna get that deal.
How'd you fall through the roof?
My foot slipped down a joist. It was all insulated up there. And yeah, it wasn't a fun time.
I like that fish tank.
Alright, I'm gonna have you guys start on a problem though, a real quick one. What I wanna point out is once we click that, again, that picture.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't interrupt you.
Oh, no, you're fine. I know you
Well, actually, that's, which, you clicked add on the center? Go back once. I just wanted to see where you clicked that add. Because I clicked add, it didn't give me
This
those
thing
options.
here.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Alright.
I can't find your mouse.
Go like this.
This little thing right here.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna pull up the category again, but what I wanna point out real quick, and then we'll get some bagels. When you click on the double slider, we're typing in a new.
How's your uncle?
Doing well.
A new,
Fireman had that surgery.
60 by
60
48.
by 48.
Half ago.
Yeah.
Went well.
I saw him about
Once you click add,
Press slider.
every option
he came out.
that you've picked for the other window
I heard about that.
is automatically updated.
Okay.
So it's giving you the same color, same glass options. If you know, you did something crazy on it or whatever with grids and all of that stuff, it's gonna automatically figure the same stuff for the new windows that you're putting in. You can still go through and edit it. So like this might be a bathroom window where now we want the glass to be frosted or obscured. You can edit that one specifically, but at least it'll preload pretty much all your specs. So once you get that first window in there, everything else is gonna match up and be consistent. You're not gonna have to pick the glass every single time.
The weird
You're
part
gonna
is,
have to pick the color options every single time.
the weird part is, you know how, no, it's more.
It should be, this is a bigger one.
Oh, bigger. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, everything's the same.
This one's a bigger one,
Okay.
okay? So you can go through and figure that out. I'm gonna give you a practice one. Harbor, and you came over sitting in here.
Pretty close to his Markley Marina, over on Jefferson, and, you know where Gibraltar is.
Here are the measurements.
South of Salford.
He's gonna grab mine too and kind of walk through it.
He's down, he's like, you know where Gibraltar used to be, right?
So you're gonna start a new one in there.
So you go to-
Okay, just delete this test one that you guys got.
And he had maybe 3 or 4
So
miles
cancel.
east.
Okay, you can see the color, sand tone exterior,
Yeah, I'm done that.
white interior.
I'm the Harrison Township.
Yeah, Mac.
The top 4 windows are picture windows.
Yeah, you got the,
So those are the third looking.
Like,
you got your slit.
Does that make sense? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the 3 letters.
3 units, yep. The third.
I'm right
The
there.
rest of them, are just gonna be regular double hungs. Or no, he's got on your casements.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all 3 light casements.
So left hinge casement, fixed, right hinge casement, that's what that stands for. Fixed
It was
casements.
the only one that was available.
Okay, make sure also too, you look at the tempering that's on it.
But it worked out good because.
What is fixed casement mean?
That means it comes in the casement series, so it'll look like the regular casements, but it doesn't open. Okay, it's solid,
You
it's
live
fixed.
local?
But you want the outside to look. If you go picture window, fixed, that's gonna look a little different than a casement window fixed. So if you're doing casements, you wanna keep those consistent when it comes to that.
So did you,
So-
this big cousin, your uncle then?
I did. like,
Put this under Fred.
6 years prior.
Fred is the name.
2 years prior to that, and then architecture firm.
So like, you know how we were in this? How do I just get rid of our old one? Can I just delete it?
You can, completely delete it.
So it's useless, right?
Or you can just edit it and change the names and stuff on it.
Okay.
I like being in front of people, so, you know, he's like, hey, we got a position open, because I don't know if you remember when his
Hi,
partner, Jerry.
I'm Erica.
I'm Dave.
Hi, Dave. Hi, what's up?
Like your bagel rice.
Steve?
I'm Dave, I'm
Ryan.
the bagel.
Ryan?
Yeah, so,
Carbs.
So are you both our reps or?
Yeah. So-
Hey, Dave.
So like the experienced one and the still learning one.
Call me anytime.
David.
Did we meet you last time?
Yeah, I did, I came with the sales train with Keith.
Thank you.
We're,
Hey, you guys need any custom codes or anything like that, she's gonna take your info today, whatever you want.
Really?
custom.
Custom codes, briefcases, cars,
Everything.
Cars. Cars.
Everything.
new house.
Okay. I see you.
I gotta talk to you about that new house
Do you
here.
guys do roofs as well? You
Yeah,
can put my name on it. all
yeah,
that
for
cool
sure.
stuff.
We're gonna put your name on the roof?
Custom made roof.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's badass.
Just on the side, the
Whatever
underlayment
you
though.
need, just let us know.
So I got
Very generous.
We say
Living
yes
room,
to
I'm gonna
three light
text you in a minute.
casement, 72
I'll
by
talk about it.
74.
Yeah.
Free houses for everybody.
Free
Seriously.
roofs, free houses.
Hey, Dave.
happier now.
I love the
real
blanket
quick. What's the
press.
difference between?
Fantastic.
We're kind of addicted to them.
They're great.
So how do bow windows with 3 lights? How do they differ from bay windows with 3?
That's just their terminology.
Angle.
It is a 3 unit.
Are you guys going over?
It has a 3 light bow too.
Can we take a break and go over anything with roofing just while they're here?
Yeah.
Probably makes sense,
Oh,
right?
yeah, whatever you want. Finish it. You know, we don't want
No,
to
we
feel
can
bad
talk about
interrupting. We were just kind of, we're informal, we're informal.
Yeah, we have a lot of windows to do right now, so.
Case.
Last time we were here,
Yeah, I
one of
don't-
the other guys that was, I know one had a little kid, a little son with him, I don't remember his name, right?
You just go to single,
So how many sales reps do you have?
crank out.
Maybe you have to
They
go to
also
3 though.
everything.
That's what I'm
Yeah, you
thinking.
Forgot about that guy.
Taller, older gentleman here too as well.
Kevin.
I don't know how to put this as 3.
Kevin.
I don't know, dude.
Your stepdad.
We finna
Oh,
try.
yeah. He was
I
there.
don't know. Box units?
We got new people now.
Yeah, you know, okay, I didn't know if they were still with you.
Hey, Dave.
Alright, so I get.
Oh wait.
Well, how much knowledge do they have on roofing?
Yeah, but it's not a bay. It's,
We got.
is it? Oh, he says they are bay windows.
So we-
That's what he said.
Was it?
All the top 4 are bay windows.
Because they're fucking brand new.
I love
Yeah,
some.
I
We
understand
used
the
it in
brand
New
new.
York,
Oh.
but not with the.
Do you guys got any
New York,
questions
but-
about roofing for OC while they're here?
Which is kind of nice.
Yeah, it's nice there.
They know a lot more about it
Are
than
you, you
Dave.
guys are doing full system, right, when you're doing your fishes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like full, like tear off.
You saw
For the whole roof?
Yeah, I don't
Warranties,
know.
platinums, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh,
Warranties,
yeah.
right?
Last 3 years on the estimation.
Do you guys know all your components,
And
for
how's
platinums
one-
and stuff?
one
Like,
communication,
so,
right?
Like the line is isolated.
the biggest thing right now, I think Levi will agree, is probably ventilation. Are you guys confident, comfortable with ventilation, figuring that out?
So I know that there's a. I mean, I've been just kind of winging the intake ventilation, but I know you have to like measure it a certain way, and there's numbers that go into it.
Wayne, it's not really that good though, so he's gonna teach you everything that you need to know about ventilation right now.
When you open up a can of worms,
No, no,
make sure
this
you
is,
can
this is
have
simple.
full
We have an
conversation.
application that calculates the ventilation for you.
Okay.
Not that simple.
So,
He knows all of it.
It's
Not that simple.
You can do it. You can do it.
If it was that simple, they would be using it,
Well,
right?
I'm about to mess him up right now.
Yeah, it's the can of worms I was started with was not ventilation.
Some of these guys
So I got a question about ventilation.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you properly ventilate a bungalow?
Right, with knee-high walls, you probably have to figure out where your insulation is and where your false wall is, and then go up with like E-vent above it where it starts to slope. And then hip and ridge, or maybe, was it have pre-existing can vent?
I have another answer. You don't.
I was waiting for that.
Just
Yeah.
edge right on the edge and.
I lived at somebody's house yesterday, and she said the other guy was here, said he was gonna switch me from these can vents to the bridge vent. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you both.
Yeah.
She's like, really? I go, no, I'm gonna give you both. Doesn't make any sense. Actually, more, but I'm gonna give you both, and I'm gonna double it on the bottom and triple it, which is your whole roof. She just looked at me like I was crazy.
Wait,
I was like, because at the end of the day, guess what? It doesn't fucking matter. That thing.
Yeah, bungalows are.
Isn't gonna last.
The vent.
Yeah.
well, if we sell a
Well, you
platinum,
can say it that way too. Whatever your.
Can we
I like
back
to have
up?
fun with my customers.
Well, can we back up for 1 second?
Yeah.
I just get a little more because I want to hit everything. But so for roofing, like, you guys are using this for your windows, right?
Yeah.
And for roofing, what system are you guys using to track your
hover.
You use Hover for everything.
Yep.
How's that going for you? Good? You liking it?
So far, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Except when they don't upload.
I don't like it at all.
You don't like Hover.
No, you got something else?
Well, so AccuLinks is one everyone's using to manage all aspects. I don't know if you've heard of it or not.
We actually just bought it.
You just bought it. So if
Well,
you
I didn't
just
know that did anything with actual roof measures and stuff.
oh well, not roof measures, but managing all aspects of it.
Oh,
The AccuLinks can be a one-stop shop for everything. So production can tap in, sales can tap in.
yeah, like literally, we just bought it. We're switching everything back.
You're gonna love it.
I'll be right back, 'cause I'm gonna love
It's
my
gonna
bagels.
change your business. It's gonna change your business. Like it's gonna highly you'll get on AccuLinks too. Yeah, great.
Yep.
Sorry. Yeah, I think you're gonna love it. Yeah, I have some platinums in New York that got on it, and they were pretty organized prior to, but they had like a lot of growth and they had a lot of just dynamics as they added more production people, they added more sales people. They're trying to figure out a way to communicate together. And AccuLinks truly was the one-stop shop because they could track all the estimates sent out, they could track the notes, they could track what was sold, what was open, what was closed. It's a great technology. It's a little crazy, but it is well worth the return on the investment. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad. And you told me you were a platinum when you got on, or when you,
I have no idea.
because you get better pricing. Make sure that they know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I know the prices compared to Salesforce are like a fourth.
Okay,
Like
good.
literally, we're gonna save like 150 grand a year.
Yeah, because it's a CRM, but it's also like it handles, like I said, the production side, the whole deal, and it handles all.
Well, I know that everybody here has been
With
bitching about
signing.
Salesforce forever, like it's good, but I know there's better systems. So
Yeah, and I think Salesforce is a true CRM, whereas I think AccuLinks is a true like.
Maybe it's considered a moldy
Like,
red,
happy with it.
because it's got the middle.
Anyway, I didn't mean to cut you. So I just moved out here. I've been with Owens Corning 13 years. I'm from Toledo, Ohio. Moved to New York 7 years. I know. For Owens Corning. Lived in New York, handled Connecticut, and all the Northeast. It's a cool part of the country. And then I was asked to come back here because Keith's retiring. He's did a great job out here. A lot of guys loved him, and he just was out here for years. So they just wanted an additional, not that I'm so great, just a seasoned, someone that could kind of plug and play right into the role. So call me anytime with questions. Mike is here. Mike's a great point of contact. We're a team. He's very responsive. I mean, Mike and I are going to work well together. We're still getting.
are you guys both taking on like two different territories then, or are you sharing everything?
So I live in Ann Arbor, so I'm more south, but I need to keep the new role that I have. I'm supposed to keep an eye on the whole state, which
Are you his boss then?
not technically. Technically.
I say yes. I say she's the lead for all.
That's who you go to
Michigan.
when you need
So
something.
like Dave Zabraka, you met David all, he's out of Weston, and Joel Pomeroy are, they also two ASM sales reps out there. Erica's basically oversight, she oversees.
We're a team. I mean, look.
You just got I get it. For the most part, he's gonna take care of me here though. You're gonna be once in a while.
If you've got local quick stuff you need hats, you need, if you need trainings, you need conversations about maybe strategy, you need something different, we'll do it together, but maybe call me. Just to start. Not that Mike can't handle it, but he's gonna call me anyway, we're gonna work together on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Erica.
So-
We should go over some before you take off with Dave, some different training classes that you guys can do that we can get for these guys. Because we do a full class right now, there's just a couple people here.
So have every single person been on OC Connect? So OC Connect is where, the warranties are registered.
Yeah.
Who does that here, Tammy?
Tammy.
So there's one access point, that's where all the money goes, the funds and all that, US. So there's other logins that we create for the sales team, for other members of the company that want to do trainings or want to get access to OCU, which is Owens Corning University, and now we have something in there called like our hub, which has basically every contractor training we did during COVID in a webinar, ventilation trainings, the whole kit and caboodle. So all we need, and actually Tammy can do it, but it might take a hair time, we'll have to figure out how to do it, is emails and names for everybody, and we'll get you set up with the other access, so you can get on every day. If there's something there that it's not fulfilling what you're asking or needing, call us, we'll come and do a different training. We're here, so that's what you get paid to do. We want you guys to be successsul. So
How do you feel about Rodney Webb?
Rodney has a lot of great classes. And you either love him and you do everything he says, which is very hard. Or you love him and you do maybe half of what he says and you've got some good nuggets that'll help a lot. Or you just hate his style and you don't ever want to go back. He's an in-your-face trainer. He's a 7-foot former basketball NBA player, who, got out of the industry, went to work telemarket at a gutter company, made cold calls, 2 years later bought that gutter company, sold it, bought another one. He's a systems guy, so he's a repeat systems, and that's how you get better.
Sure.
So those systems are good if you want to dive in and do it all.
What do you personally think about it?
I like Rodney. I think Rodney helps with close rates, and I think close rates are important.
Well, let me do it.
Thank you.
Oftentimes,
Literally,
um,
this dimension
That's our little
will not work for this casement.
oftentimes it's not that
This
you're
is
not getting
casement,
in a
picture,
lead, you're
casement.
not
This one says
criticizing
3
this
light
one, I
casement,
don't
not
know.
a picture in
It's
casement.
that you're not able to close the lead you're getting.
This is ridiculous.
And so,
My job
The
is 50
key
minutes away
is,
and I gotta leave soon.
what can we do
It's
to, you know,
windows.
make you better in the
Yeah.
home? And I'm not saying rocks, I'm in general contractors, right? What can Owens Corning do? What tools can we leverage to make you better in the home?
Sure.
With your value proposition as a platinum, as rock solid, as a legitimate huge company, you know, so you guys are credible on your own. You just take our company and leverage it into your presentation. You might as well capitalize on our strengths. Fortune 500, global. We've approved, you know, 1% of the platinums in the entire country to be in a platinum program. And you guys have been approved, you know, and it's like, run with that stuff, you know? Like the Panther and the fact that we were, you know, we're a household name. We're already in the home. We invented insulation, right? So anything pink in the home is Owens Corning. It breaks barriers because you've already used Owens Corning, Mr. and Mrs. Owner. I see you have pink insulation. This would be easy, right? They make roofing. Same fiberglass technology. We're in Corvettes. You know, the first Corvette. We're in the first spacesuit to go on the moon. We're in, you know,
I know that one.
it's a big company, right? Not that we're so great, but
Fishing poles.
you know,
Yeah.
No shit. I wanna use that at
there you
every
go. Fishing
fishing
poles.
guy house that I go to now.
We have an amazing YouTube channel. I know I'm not trying to be lazy by referring you to it, but it's got like videos upon videos on just Owens Corning stuff that's working across the whole country. It might be worth just perusing too, you know? But yeah, just stuff like that, you know? So when you go into a home, do you use roof? You're going to use roof in the bags, or you have you in the past?
Yeah, we just need more.
Okay, cool. So you like them? How do they work for you guys?
What is that?
The roof in the bags? Yeah.
Nice. I think we're probably gonna need more.
I just need to know
Yeah.
what we want to tailor specifics that you guys sell on your system. I'll put that in right now. So Dave, I don't know, we'll talk later.
Which products do you use? Do you use Starter Strip Plus,
Yep. Hip and Ridge,
Hip and Ridge Pro Edge, or
the Pro Edge, I believe, right?
Pro Edge?
The full synthetic underlayment.
You use Pro Armor, or do you use
Pro
Rhino?
Armor.
Pro Armor, yeah.
Armor. And then the Ice and Water.
Yep.
Do you use
Weatherlock.
Weatherlock G or Matt?
G.
Weatherlock G, Mike, and then which vent?
Edge vent, ridge vent.
You use the 4-foot stick, or
I don't
do
know
you
what to
use
I think
the
it's 4 foot space.
4-foot stick? Okay. Does that help, Mike?
Yeah, that's huge.
Easy does her. Yeah, and so do you guys, you know, I don't know if you work on 5 heads, it looks like. We have an electronic flip book. Have you seen the hard copy flip books? Where you can, so my roof in the bag's in the car. I didn't actually know we'd get to speak to you guys today, so this is nice. But basically, it's a transparent screen of every part of the system that you're putting on. So when you're in the home with the homeowner, you have the roof in a bag and you're bringing out like your fake deck. And then in this transparency, you're showing them.
Oh, I think we
have something
yeah,
like
we
that
do.
on
We
our
put that in our
slideshow.
presentation, don't we?
Good. So we have an electronic version of it, which is nice. It really
Is this
brings.
the part you're talking about? Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's it.
We use that in every
rock solid.
presentation.
That helps. Especially when you couple it with the roof in a bag. Here, this is what this is in this picture. Here. So how many people are actually showing them what they're putting on the roof? Every part of the system. You're just kind of giving them a little price, saying, "Hey, we're GAF certified. Trust me. Putting the best on. Here's your price." You know, or certainty, whatever. This is how you really build that trust. Yeah, go.
So that one, it shows you put the ice and water shit down first, and then you put the edge vent on afterwards. Is that really how it goes?
Don't admit, I wouldn't have had
For a soffit-less roof,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes on both. It goes on first on the decking, then it goes on top of,
Yeah.
and then you put the edge vent on, and then it goes on top of the edge vent as well.
Oh, so it's doubled up.
Okay.
Correct?
Okay.
yeah, for the eaves install, and there's an awesome YouTube video on that. If you search inflow vent Owens Corning, there's a really cool video on that. And then there's a mid-roof install video too, if you ever have to do the mid-roof for that inflow vent. It doesn't clog, we haven't had any problems with it, we get some pushback on that from homeowners. We haven't had any clogs per our testing or any issues. it's good to have inflow, right? I mean, you need that balanced ventilation system, so. Yeah. What else?
I got a question for you.
Oh boy.
These, you guys should pay attention. You're dealing with pitches. At what point do you ice and water shield the entire house?
If it's flat, right?
Huh?
If it's flat,
Sure, but at what pitch?
like at 212 or lower.
Yeah, it's, oh god, it's a 1 and 1.
Stomp there.
It's 1 and 1/4, 2 and 12
Okay.
is the deck seal application that we would ask for.
So if I'm selling a platinum system,
Mhm.
at what point? What do I have to do if I'm looking at a straight, called a 2.5 pitch roof?
What do you mean? As far as what you sell? Because we go down to a 2 and 12 for our duration.
Alright, so if I have a 2.5 pitch, do I
Right.
have to ice and water shield the entire roof?
You don't have to, but we recommend it for the 2.
For a platinum?
Yeah.
You're not 100% sure.
Well, so for the entire roof, you can ice and we don't recommend it unless it's below the 2. It's called a certain type of.
So every time I had this issue with Keith,
Yeah. What does he say?
I called Keith up and I go, Keith,
Yeah.
I'm on one of these goddamn 2.6 pitches. And he'd go, get the fuck out of there. That was always what he'd say. That's like,
I know.
no, because I got to sell the warranty, right?
Yeah.
And then he'd like, let me check. And he would call me back, and every time it was something different. Dave called me, it was you, right?
Yeah.
Dave called me the other day, he had a 3 pitch.
3.2.
Yeah.
3.2.
So what'd you do?
3.2, I don't think, you have all full ice and water shield. In fact, I was pretty sure
Do or
that,
don't?
do
Sorry.
not.
I don't think so.
I was
don't
quite
like
sure
those.
that borderline was 2.8. I thought after it was a 2.8, 2.8 to like a 3 was like that, fucking do whatever
It's
you
that
want.
sweet weird spot. I know.
But these guys are gonna run a lot of them. And I don't want them to sell the wrong thing
Yeah.
or suddenly have no warranty to give to the homeowner. So we do need to find
Yeah,
exactly what we
cool.
need to do at those stages. And what if they get out there and they're at 1.6? Do they ice and water the entire thing? And what happens when you ice and water shield the entire roof?
Right.
It doesn't breathe. So it's not really
Doesn't
good
you
for
have
the
to
roof.
ventilate it properly?
So, and you can't ventilate a lot of those because they're cathedral ceilings.
So I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out if we can even sell the platinum roof.
You can always sell something. Everybody wants money.
Right.
Right.
My business and their business.
Yeah.
The question is, what can you really
Yeah.
sell?
Okay.
Because those when you get to a cathedral, like Clinton Township's got a lot. When you get to a little ranch cathedral,
Yeah.
1.8 pitch,
Yeah.
and their roof's fucking going like this already because it can't breathe already.
Yeah.
There's no way to ventilate it.
Right.
And they're like, I got a roof done 3 years ago, it's falling apart. Mine's gonna fall apart too. Hold on, let me call OC. And you're gonna call her and she's gonna go, I don't know.
You know.
I'll bring you some more bagels next week.
Yeah, don't worry, more bagels. We'll talk to it. No, but you're right. It is a tough one. I mean, so do you use our deck seal product ever?
Sometimes.
So that is technically our low slope product. I understand we're saying this, low slope meaning below a 2, right? And it is a fine line between that 2 and 3, but really if it's not, we created deck seal to help with this kind of question because a lot of the guys were using like GAF Liberty or whatever for those kind of flat roofs per se. But yeah, my stance is this, and maybe it's a wrong stance, and maybe I'll get fired for saying it, but I say as long as you have installed it, to the best of your ability based on the manufacturer install direction for those products, and it's ventilated properly, if you can be, I personally say you have to trust the platinum.
Well, I gotta ask you this.
You
guys fully cover the workmanship of a platinum anyway. I can fuck that roof all up, right? It's gotta be
Yeah, technically, yeah.
covered. Technically.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
the part the problem that I have with this type of roof.
Yeah,
So if Dave sells a 1.9 pitch,
yeah,
and he does or doesn't cover the whole thing with ice and water, so because it could go bad either way.
right.
But it's a platinum. If I have issues with 3 years, OC gonna be like, it was a platinum, we have to cover it, or they're gonna be like, no, because technically it was below a 2 and they should have ice and water in there.
And that's a fine line. That's why we have the deck seal product. We like to see below that certain slope use a low slope product.
Alright, so what
As
is
long as you're not using
what is
shingles.
the number that these guys gotta start doing that? Is it at 2?
Yeah.
So if they've got a 2.5, do they ice and water the whole house or do they just shingle it?
Well, according to our our knowledge, you shingle it. The duration can go down.
Yeah, I would. I would see why I'd cover your ass, right? I would never, okay, so,
We go down to a 2 and 12.
you know, would you want to
Or
water the whole
install.
house at like 2.4 or 12?
Yeah.
No. Would it cover your ass maybe to do it? Sure. Would you maybe create ventilation issues? You could if you know how to ventilate, you won't be. But it's gonna cost a little bit more material, right? But are you gonna give that peace of mind to yourself and homeowner? You might, but do you need to? No.
Well, you can also harm the house by ice and water shield and everything too.
Correct.
So it's like Dave the other day when I got Victor's, right?
Yeah.
Victor, it was a 3 pitch, 3.2.
Yeah.
3.2.
So 3.2, in my opinion, I would never sell full ice and water shield.
No.
But Victor's was selling full ice and water, and I had him on speaker, and I said, your roof's gonna go leak. You're not supposed to do it unless you have to. It's a bad poorly engineered home.
So in Connecticut, they changed the code in 2019 that you must ice and water the entire roof. Or, there's 2 options, ice and water the entire roof, or tape the seams of the decking with like almost a piece of like weather lock or ice and water seam tape.
Really?
And that's driven by insurance companies, so that's how it is in Florida. They tell me. That's how it is in Connecticut. They just did it in Rhode Island. And now I'm hearing they're gonna change code back. So, but if you ice and water, the problem, to your point, has been ventilation, the roofing systems. But the insurance companies believe if you do that, they'll have less claims because the membrane of the house will be protected. So like less claims in the home. But we think that's ridiculous because just, you just constantly, it's a cost factor.
Sure.
So our Rhino G sales, which is, you know, good product, like roofing Connecticut, like 1 truckload a year, like, you know, 500 because of the code. So they do it, but again, the ventilation has to be.
So if Dave was to match that guy at 3.2 pitch and say, all right, ice and water's the whole thing anyway, even though OC is not wrote to ice and water the whole thing,
Right,
is it still, it's still be covered by platinum warranty?
if it is ventilated correctly. Ventilation is the key.
His ability.
Yeah, but ventilation is the key, yeah. Absolutely.
What if there's no way to ventilate it? You just make it up and say, I tried.
Can't sell the warranty.
Best of my ability.
I'd call us,
Yeah.
honestly, on the funny ones, and we'll get it in writing for you. I'll back you up.
You just put her number on there, right?
I'll back you
You put
up
his on there too?
any way I can, like,
Okay.
you know, because I trust you guys. You guys are out there doing the job.
No, I
And
get
it's
it.
like,
You guys are representation of the best of the best, so.
I get it, I just thought, you know.
We just don't wanna have an issue where,
I'll hook you in with the technical guy. and-
So here's another good question for you. These
Yeah.
guys are sitting inside somebody's house and he says, I'm a platinum.
Yeah.
OC put a man on the moon. They're amazing. They bought us bagels.
There's just so many
bagels.
They gave us a hat. I love these fucking people. So he's bragging. He's like, we're platinum, yada yada. We're the best of the best. We're elite. We're like black ops, right? We're
Navy
badass.
SEAL.
Navy fucking SEAL. And they're like, that's cool. So they pull out the GAF master elite contractor that was just there, and they pull out the Certainty
Yeah.
5-star restoration contract. And I said, these people said that they were also Navy SEALs. What's
Right.
the difference?
Well, a big difference is there's only less than 1% of the contractor base in the entire country are platinums. Whereas I think there's probably 5 times master elites generally. So it's not as special, if that makes sense. Not as elite, it's not invitation only.
you guys are exclusive.
More exclusivity. And we actually have, don't we have literature that even says that, or it's in a present?
Yeah.
You guys seen the platinum presentation?
If you could get me that,
Yeah.
I would love it.
You got,
I was at customers yesterday.
yeah.
This is just from, and I know how to talk to
Takes good
customers.
notes,
I sold the job, but you know, sometimes they ask simple questions that you don't want to get stumped on, so it's always better to hear from somebody else.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I was at customers yesterday, and I told her that was the best thing since sliced bread. Literally, that's my words. But she wasn't biting. I was like, "Fuck you! I gotta get a sell today."
Yeah.
So, yes, give me 2 weeks. I'm not gonna sell one,
Of
right?
course,
So, I was telling her that I was amazing. The company was amazing. The product was amazing. You're foolish not to take this.
For sure. Yeah.
And she said, well, the guy that was here was he said he was a tip top for GDF. You know, the same exact thing. I said, well, that's cool. How many tip tops are there? Did he talk about that at all? No.
Right.
Do you know why he didn't? because there's like 3,000 of them across Michigan. They give it to everybody that wants to eat a bagel at a hotel for a 2-hour meeting.
Right.
Conference meeting. Like,
Right.
So it is exclusive to the, and then she said, well, how's the warranty different? Because he said that the same thing, the warranty's gonna cover up all their workmanship. I said, so what is my answer to that? Simple. That guy's lying. Okay, so
Right.
I have to
Right.
trust that guy.
You guys lying.
That guy is full of shit. You're gonna trust a guy that didn't even
Right.
tell you there's 3,000 other elites?
Yeah.
What a fucking
someone
liar.
Google it. But the workmanship piece for the platinum warranty, you know, it's 100% for first 25 years.
Yeah.
It prorates after that
Right.
for workmanship
Right.
to the life of the shingle. Or I don't believe GAS prorates. So some platinums across the country will say I have lifetime workmanship, meaning we do offer some workmanship for the life of the shingle. It drops down after you're 25. It prorates, but there is workmanship offered. So maybe it's not at 100%, maybe it's at 80% or 20. That is a little sales thing that the competition, I don't believe GAS, I am almost 100% sure GAS does not prorate for workmanship. And I don't know about certainty, quite honestly. That might be something too. Hey, we have lifetime workmanship. Now it prorates down, but you get some workmanship coverage through the life of the shingle. So if Rock Solid, God forbid, goes out of business tomorrow, your warranty is not with us, it's with Owens Corning Company. So that's, one thing too. And
It's actually probably the number one question I get by a customer is what happens if you guys go out of business?
Right.
And then that's where, it's amazing to them. They're like, oh, really?
Right.
I'm covered either way.
Yeah, it's registered in our database to the end of it.
After the rest, we can.
It's registered in our database to the end of time.
Cool.
So that's a big insurance policy in there.
How many platinums you got across the state of Michigan right now?
Is it 8? I don't know.
I thought it was like 17.
Yeah, we've been telling 17.
Oh, the whole state. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm thinking eastern side. You know what? I don't know what David has. I can find out for you.
I'm scared of specific. I know.
You're probably right.
I've been saying 17 for years.
17, no more, no less. That's my pitch. So
Who are the big ones over there? Moore and Sons. Who's the other?
Over west side?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I don't know either. I know a
I stay
couple.
over here.
Yeah, I only know 2 or 3.
I only know one over here is Shaner, right? Shaner Roofing.
There's a bunch
Well,
over
he's
here.
actually based in the.
Yeah,
You go up again. Oh, Shaner and Romeo.
I don't know. I just know the name of the company. I don't know where it's at, but
Shaner, Martino,
Martino's not a bunch.
Siddle.
They were.
Past
Oh.
tense.
There.
Oh, what happened
Premier?
there?
Martino, dude.
How do you like
Before my
Premier?
time. Who, Keith Powers?
Yeah.
So far, it's been nice to me. How do you like Premier? Is a better question.
Oh, no, we have bad blood.
You guys do?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. Okay.
How about Siddle?
Oh, we got bad blood. Yeah.
Hey Dave, can you send me over that 11:30 from Dan?
Keith,
Yeah,
partner
Dave-
Steve used to work for me.
Dave, I'm like 50 minutes away.
There was a
So
big lawsuit when it happened.
How are you with the price?
It was more than my ex-partner.
can't get it to work. That's why I'm waiting.
But it did create.
That's why I'm waiting.
I'm a pretty easy going guy.
You want me to show you?
Yes. Again, I
They're doing more insurance, aren't they?
There's only for one.
yeah, I think they are going quite a bit.
I just want you to be able to start here.
When I come in to like a market like this, it's like, first thing you want to do is try to get all the platinums. Some platinums that are just doing all of it. And then some are just like, hey, I'm trying to get my feet wet, I'm trying to figure it out, gotta change things around, I'm struggling with it. Some platinums that are like,
They don't want to sell me that shit, they just want the name.
yeah, they got me. I'm selling something else for a few minutes. I'm like, what? Wait, what's going on up here? So I have to assess everything, and it happens, but I have to assess everything. So I'm just trying to support right now whatever you guys need.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably have you guys come and do some training. These two are brand new now.
Okay.
Dave's been here for a while. He's just sitting back there looking crazy today. I don't know what he's doing. He just got back from a week. He was partying all weekend.
We're partying.
I was partying.
It was him and 4 Latinos.
Oh, wow.
No, not Latinos, Latinas.
No, it was Latinos.
Latinos.
Oh, man. Oh.
What part of Ohio?
Port Clinton.
Oh.
So.
Were you in Put in Bay?
We're close to Clinton Bay.
Did they do the July, what is it, Christmas in July this year?
I don't know, there was some bunch of people over there though.
Crazy shit, yeah.
It was a pretty good trip.
Wild, yeah.
Did you guys just go to Airbnb and stay there?
I wanted to after the first night.
Oh, that good.
Oh, boy. Oh,
Good for
boy.
you.
Earmuffs, no, I'm just kidding.
Did Anthony want to as well? Or was he kinda like, fuck?
He had a good time.
Yeah, I should went with you guys.
Right.
I drove down to Nashville Friday.
You did?
I drove down Friday and I drove home Sunday.
So then, yeah.
It's kind of one day.
You did 3 separate.
Well, what's there? Just fun? I've never been to Nashville.
I've been there a shit time. I'm a musician, so I go on the recording. My brother texted me Thursday and said, "Hey, we're leaving in 30 minutes. Let's go." I couldn't. So I drove down Friday and met him.
Oh, wow.
We just partied for the day.
You can make all 3 of them, but 3 of
Did you,
those.
did you
That's it. This
I
area.
recorded with just a ghost track at the studio, which is just, I just finished writing a song in my hotel. I'm going back next month
That's how we get
actually.
through there.
You are?
You're probably having the same problem.
Yeah, I did a
Nashville's a good city. You know what you should do?
I don't know.
Take myself to
What's what you would do on this
Let's
game?
go.
That would be fun.
Let's pick a Nashville trip.
Let's do it.
3
Maybe, can we do it next year?
Yeah,
I can plan for it.
let's plan for it.
Let's do something. When's the best time to go?
We'll go, I mean,
December.
Yeah, let's do a good
you guys will both go.
Oh, yeah, I wanna get Mike
Some
drunk.
down. My wife went last year.
I just wanna see Mike drunk one time.
Listen, I'm gonna make you guys both get in some serious trouble. I'm gonna have some dirt on you when we get back. That's how I roll with
There
everything.
no OC stuff there. I'm
Oh,
off
yeah.
the grid.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Going
I
underground.
just keep that shit buried so you guys ever do it. I got a video.
Like, you know, wife, I don't remember those girls coming into the room. I don't remember him leaving
Yeah.
into this club with us.
It's like, look at me, I'm passed out. I'm like,
But
video's video.
You know,
Nice fall.
happened to one of my colleagues up in New York. She, you know how you have all these customer trips, right? And the GAF guys are there. And it's alright, 'cause some of them are pretty cool, and everyone's hanging out, drinking, go buy this round, go buy.
That's where we would have to break
She
it
got
down.
hammered in Mexico. And
You
she
got that
didn't
one
know she was
that
being
you gotta go.
recorded.
But yeah, I mean,
And
so at
he
least you could probably.
still has the footage.
Deciding
He claims he'll never share it, but I am 99% sure there was.
That doesn't open.
Sure there was.
Okay.
What's up, dude? Sore?
But it's
Yeah,
tough.
I
It's
think
like, you gotta watch out a little bit. I'll let loose. I mean,
Oh,
listen,
not again.
we've all,
Okay, so it's probably just.
how are you not gonna get
Oh, I
drunk?
think that's what it was though.
When you're on a free customer trip or whatever.
You're gonna drunk.
Yeah, you're gonna
And you're about to get rowdy.
Yeah, are you going on, do you go on customer trips?
I haven't.
7 years
You guys go on a platinum once, right, don't you? Mentions.
I have not won any of them yet. He's never really invited me.
Trying to get back in between or whatever.
No, I'm just kidding. I just feel like actually, I wanna start doing them though, cause they're fucking free. Huh?
You should totally get five. Dude, I'm telling you, these customer trips are top notch.
Yeah,
I stayed at the JW Marriott
Sighting.
in Scottsdale next year.
Make sure I can get those.
Yeah.
Well, it used to be I didn't go to scared airplanes.
You know,
Okay,
but
that's
price it.
That's fair.
I'm better now, it's all good. In fact, I was supposed to go with one set to fucking Hawaii,
Oh, yeah.
all paid
Yeah,
for,
depending
Yeah.
and I fucking didn't go.
I would rush to
Really?
get back here.
Really?
Back.
What's wrong with you, man?
Tomorrow morning.
I was definitely
For everything
very
else, I
good.
wasn't.
I went through that.
But I'm better now.
Yeah.
I had that
But
experience.
you have more of a chance of getting into a car accident than you do in a pit.
It's a piece of metal in the sky.
That's like
Yeah.
saying, somebody.
Safer on airplanes than automobile.
Seriously.
Statistically.
What's that? Oh, you didn't see
Yeah.
that?
Turbulence scares the shit out of me too, so to your point, I'm
Man.
I'm better. If I gave you guys all my airplane stories, you'd be shocked. I'll give you a quick story though.
Tell me.
Yeah, you might not.
I hate flying, and my whole family's going to Dominican Republic about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay, cool.
I don't take medication. Right? I got Xanax from my doctor. I woke up early. I took my fucking Xanax. I went down there. I sat between my stepmom and my dad in the airplane, and
I gotta get going.
I took too much Xanax.
Oh, no, you passed out.
Well, I kept waking up, passing out. Here's the problem: they boarded. It was a snowstorm, ice storm. So they shut the fucking airport down. It was the worst day ever traveling away. We got there at 6 a.m. It was 2 p.m. when I kind of came to, and I was on the runway de-icing us, which scared the shit out of me. I panicked. I made him turn the plane around. I got booed off.
No.
Swear to God, about 4 or 5 years ago. I then uncontrollably
It's only
cried
3 years?
for about 2 days. And I remember coming to work, I was bawling.
Was that because of the Xanax?
Yeah. I was, I took a lot, apparently. My ex that does take
Freak you the
Xanax,
fuck
the
out.
ex nurse, I was scared. She's like, just take one of his hands. I'm like, are you sure?
Just black out, you won't remember.
So yeah, I cried. I remember calling my dad. He was in Punta Cana, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm such a failure." Like, true story. So anyway, I felt so shitty.
Yeah.
Like my whole family went except for me. And I'm like, man, I have the ability to travel anywhere I want now. Do whatever the fuck I want, right? And I'm not. So I got so mad at myself.
exactly.
I started forcing myself to fly.
Yeah.
So I still don't love it.
So
I have found that if I fly first class, it's a lot easier.
It's
I
much
wasn't
better.
quite sure whatever how it came through.
Not even the space, the personal attention and shit. All
Yeah.
of it. So I tried to fly first class.
Yeah. My buddy is a Delta pilot, and he flew, you know, to like LA to London or whatever for years, and in Ghana, like he goes all over. And I had to have a heart to heart
more on that one.
when I was drunk, and like
Because I only got partially approved, I think, for the roof
on an
anyways, so
airplane. It's like,
we're gonna
So you guys are
to
both
be
on
honest
that.
with you,
Yeah,
you have less.
Ryan, I sent you a roof.
Turbulence is basically you're on a boat.
For 11:30?
I'll see you
So I'm not going to Dan's window lead?
Waves
Okay.
is like flying.
Sure.
Your full system. He said, to be honest with you,
No, my body
what
hurts.
he's talking about, he told me this truth, so I'm not trying to say it again.
For measuring.
Is all the trees on
this
there.
area.
If there's a fire
Especially in this
in
area.
the air, because of all the electricity flowing to that plane,
Oh, hell yeah.
all the fires, right? How do you put it out safely? You can't open a door. Put it out.
I have internal bleeding.
He's like, the fire is a greater risk no one talks about than you know, like, you're not gonna- it reassured me. I try to think of that when I look at the
You look like,
I get that.
just like,
I think it would be
that's what I do.
Oh,
you're such a smart guy.
Well, you do it.
I like to use guys stuff to go first anyway.
That's a good
fun.
picture of it on my phone.
Credit of some sort. We can figure it
What a gal. How does Anthony know these girls?
I don't know, he did it, that's the thing.
out. Pick up the
You got like a lockbox, I'm like, no. I'm like, my money in my pocket. What about when you sleep? I'm like, I'm gonna have it.
Their winners are
But I-
like, we might get lucky and be like sweet at 70, or we might be like, fuck, it's freezing at 35.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter.
Now I got like fucking
It's just fun.
I'm going next month. I got hair.
crazy.
Oh, he's awesome. Really?
She's like,
So,
He's only doing 7 shows.
Back to Michigan.
We're going next month. I'm recording a few songs for the studio, and then we'll watch that.
Order.
where do you
I'll
stay?
keep hanging out with it.
I stay right downtown. I usually stay Airbnb.
Is there Airbnb downtown?
But I know like this last weekend I went and I couldn't find anything. I paid $500 a night for a hotel room. I couldn't find shit.
Is there much difference between Nashville and Knoxville?
Oh, yeah, huge difference.
Nashville's better.
Nashville's like Las Vegas.
Like downtown bar scene, they get all the country.
Nashville's badass.
Like I said, I've never been to the state of Tennessee. It's crazy. I've been to Vegas a lot.
Nashville is
Who we should find down there?
it's like fucking herding sheep.
Yeah.
Literally, that's what it reminds me of.
I went down in August, it was like 114 degrees.
Really?
I know about herding sheep.
This sucks.
It's
You went down.
This was me walking down Broadway in the morning.
Oh,
This is before it's even busy.
oh my god.
Holy
So it's kind of like.
Do you have a card, Mike?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
better.
This whole, it's just a
Yeah.
strip of fucking bars.
Yep, I'm gonna get him
What
out.
body of water is right there? Any body of water? No.
Mountains.
Do Nashville.
Mountains.
Nashville's fine.
That's where the aquarium thing is, right?
Aquarium.
The big ass aquarium.
No, there's a lot of bars.
Oh.
Tons of bars, Toby.
I haven't been to Tennessee since I was like,
Yeah, I mean, personally, man, I'm not like, I don't sell bars all day anyway. I don't go at night, whatever. But there is a lot of stuff to do there. There's a lot of, sites and shit. I like New Orleans more than Nashville.
Recording people.
We should be New Orleans.
Or,
we can do it on Halloween.
Huh?
I know,
Yeah,
you're
it's on
recording
Halloween.
me. You gotta
Do you like any of the Western states, Levi?
Huh?
Do you like any of the
Can we
Western
go
states?
to New Orleans on Halloween instead of Nashville?
I don't know, now they know me recorded.
I went to Arizona last year for my birthday in Vegas. Arizona, I want to live there now. It's my all-time favorite state.
I like New Orleans.
It's on there.
New Orleans is a blast.
Phoenix, the music scene in Phoenix is insane.
I've never
This
been.
year,
You know what? I will say this
I don't
though.
want you to
The
die.
day after
I don't-
Halloween is my 40th birthday this year too.
Yeah, see?
Let's
November
go.
1st? You're November 1st guy?
Yeah.
See? We gotta take Levi for his birthday.
Oh, we gotta do something. We gotta do something.
We'll do something like that.
Let me put that on my phone right now.
Oh, that's good. I like their soup.
40th birthday. You're not gonna be here. Who are you kidding? You're gonna be like gone.
I don't know.
Key West.
I want to go do something. I'll send my Caribbean. Yeah, Caribbean or.
Fuck out of here, man. One November since
The weather, this stupid Delta thing.
But we're doing our sales guys trip this December, right, Dave? December?
Where you going?
December, January.
I don't know, somewhere in the Caribbean
Nice.
or
Atlantis.
New Orleans or.
Bahamas. I gotta put you in the birthday.
I've never been to the Bahamas either, but I'd like to go there.
I think Atlantis was pretty cool.
Plane trip?
Yeah.
Directions 23396 don't.
How's that, is it getting better?
Yeah, I've gotten better at it.
I was just kidding.
I've flown about 6 times since I had that freak out.
Nice, yeah, get over the phobia.
Yeah.
Keith came in to do the ventilation.
Yeah.
It's fine after you're up there.
And
It's more
like
boring
a
than
little
anything
shit
else.
like that. Where everything's supposed to be down to a minimum capacity, we was
They restricted the seatbelts.
and masks and shit.
Yeah.
But now with all this COVID shit coming back around, like, I'm like, what's gonna happen this winter anyway?
I mean, I've been talking about lockdowns again, I'm surprised there.
Yeah, no, I mean, it made complete sense, I was like, oh, fuck, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Higher when it comes to this, rooms everyone
Holy
businesses,
shit.
and they wear masks, I'm vaccinated, wear masks.
Yeah, I'm hoping they don't go back to that again, because
I
I
don't
did.
get it.
Did you get vaccinated?
I did for work related purposes and stuff, but I'm gonna see it. I've already.
You know, we've had the privilege of seeing Randy Webb a couple times, I have.
I got it done with wife did. I got a 1-year-old. I'm not gonna.
What's that?
I don't know. That's why I figure out more about it. Me, I don't care about it.
So, yeah, I've seen it quite a few times, and I think.
I think it's great.
Hey, it takes their own. I haven't done it.
Yeah, I don't, yeah, I got friends that got my dad hardcore.
I just talk about the same thing. Take your pick, because I don't think any of us have a fucking clue.
Oh, yeah, I was talking to someone yesterday, I'd go twice. Yeah, so like, he's like, yeah, he goes, but I'll tell you what though, I'd rather get the vaccine than get the third. So okay, he goes, so I might get the vaccine. Each your own, man. You got twice as much. He's also like 45, so he's young, but he's not 70. It's just got like, you know, heart problems.
Did he say the first time was worse than the second?
I didn't ask, it was.
I mean,
I had it twice. My first time, I tell people all the time I danced with them. And we didn't know I had COVID. It was back when it first came out. I was in Key West. And I was never, the sickest I've ever been in my fucking life. They found me passed out in the shower.
Yeah.
Like, I was fucked up. And no one even knew about COVID then. So,
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Bad case of food poisoning.
no, 2 weeks straight, I lost something like 20,000 pounds.
It's worth
The whole time I was in Key West. And I kept trying to get up to go to the beach, and I was like, it's
I took it from Hanson's. There's still stuff and stuff over there. It's just like a.
Dude, I was so-
I couldn't probably.
I couldn't walk. I was walking like a little old man next to
You can
Tammy.
take one piece, you
And I was trying to like,
this one, not this.
That's
I'm like,
what I
I had no energy. You gotta paint on it.
Stick with it, right?
Second time I got it,
So, I mean, there's no
I'm like,
different, you know,
can't smoke it.
what your system
I got some
is.
point in time. Fucking nothing.
So you want to
This type of thing here, this type of thing here.
Tell you what, ever since then,
Is he
I have
back?
less lung capacity. Like I'm a singer, and I can't hold notes the way I used
We
to.
haven't done the first
Sucks.
thing yet.
But you don't smoke cigarettes.
Because it's Atlantic.
I was a heavy smoker. I quit 4 years ago.
Okay, good. So that's not for
But he
Big
has-
seminar.
My vocal cords have been damaged ever since I was
He
12.
has recorded.
So it definitely fucked me up.
We have, I think in that OCU.
But it fucks you up.
Yeah,
It's a weird
Okay, yeah, I was gonna look that up. some
In
more.
fact, 1 year ago today, my stepbrother died from COVID.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Primary,
So,
He was 42.
can
yeah,
add
it doesn't discriminate.
users.
He was fucking real overweight.
Well, do
It's enter your info.
Yeah, it's like he lived in Florida, so he lived with his grandma,
You get,
and I guess
you get the same,
Right.
he was getting
Yeah.
better. I thought he was done with it. And he went in the bathroom to take a shower, and she heard a big noise and went in there, and he was foaming at the mouth. He died right on the floor.
but yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if John should
I'll,
go
I'll,
down
I'll
with
put a
this.
couple questions on that.
I'm
I'll
not talking
find out
politics, but
what's
something
going on.
else.
Fuck that. I'll talk politics all day, because our world right now is in a spot of, in fact, I saw the phone with girls more times about this. She's like, take it easy, kid. So like I was like, this whole thing
Yeah.
is about one of those months, about new world, and about new world period.
Another.
We were teaching them to mask their face up in school.
Yeah.
It's changing, and we're living in
It is
history,
stories and everything else.
and 90% of people now don't even realize that we're living in fucking
I
history.
think they're real, right? Like-
We can say it's real all day, and it is real, but
Yeah.
how much did the US already know would have happened anyway? Is what my
He
question.
has a consultant.
Too much.
Too much.
What could have been done differently?
And I
Yeah,
don't know if
you
there's
know,
different
You know,
levels.
I just want it to go away, right? Just new strains that keep emerging. It's like,
And everyone that's getting it's little
Right.
people with a
The
vaccine.
question mark with
Yeah.
that is,
I didn't even
how.
listen to half the conversation about
You
it.
just got done telling me everybody should get vaccinated.
Your core stuff.
Oh, I ain't fucking getting that
I'm just
shit.
kidding. It's,
I teach her all.
You were the one trying to. You took vaccines when you were a kid. I'm like, yeah, they've been
Oh,
using it for fucking 80 years before they.
I never got vaccinated either.
Yeah.
But
I'm not going to.
He would be fired.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys twice.
The guys that listen to him though,
Oh, for sure.
you
Dude,
know,
none of us
hire
know.
him as a
I'm saying,
consultant.
you know what? The fucked up part is this. If 10 million people die by next spring, which could happen, it could just be like, here we go.
Yeah.
We'll either be sitting around going, thank God I didn't get vaccines, because now he's dead. Or you'll be sitting around going, God, I'm glad that my work made me get vaccinated. You know what I mean? Like, they have no fucking
Well, you know what, yeah.
Huh?
One of us might not be sitting in this chair.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. And there's like there's no truth behind
Every
that.
so often, I'll wake up and my arm where I got double
He does.
my
He
left.
said, well, we got a couple companies that.
Oddly enough, we're
Work on
same
something
spot, I
like
feel.
monitors.
Really?
Definitely
What's your
feels
name,
weird.
sir?
Oh, man.
Not normal.
I'm
I
Eric.
got a other that's got blood spots.
Yeah.
You
Was
do
that
websites?
one of the Pfizer, Moderna, or J&J?
I don't know which one it was, but he literally got booked.
Yeah,
Health is a fucking war.
all the integrations.
That TBI is gonna raise your heart and kill you. Pass blood clot like
When
that.
Mike got his, he got vaccinated, like CFO.
Yeah.
Storm.
He woke up in an ambulance, he did it on Kobo, and he fucking passed right out, he fucked him all up, he got like 104 degrees
I'm
temperature.
gonna call that guy or whatever.
Yeah, I think, you know, everybody reacts to it.
Sure.
Yeah. Get a vaccine, have a couple shots
I
of
don't wanna look at, like,
whiskey or
what
Sabac
you
or
guys
something.
had at
You're
some
fine.
point, not that
Are you running
I-
leads? How many
We
you got?
have,
3.
How many you gonna sell?
you know,
Three.
associates,
Four.
we have AI predictive.
You running leads?
Yes.
How many you gonna sell?
Cool technology out there.
You got 3 leads?
I got like websites and stuff.
It's 5 leads. We gotta get at
I just
least
wonder if like
3 out of those
whoever's in
5.
charge of that, if
Get
if, like, maybe
We need to sit down together and kick his
Get
ass.
some presentations.
Me and you?
Yeah.
Like, jump them?
Maybe for like a
Like into a game.
Like, welcome to the rock solid family.
Let's see how solid you are, motherfucker.
Put my face on the cutout.
Oh, man, he's,
You gotta have this, man, this makes money.
I think he needs some,
rock solid some of the products we have.
Nope, there is.
Oh, man.
Give me a sock party.
We
Well, that is pretty filled up with
That's what I was just saying, AI predictive.
No, I just didn't know if you like thought it would be there. I thought that's what.
That's what you're
Sadly, they don't want to expensive.
So you guys are using podiums.
hey,
Yes.
Ryan, you should trim your beard.
Got it.
And that's why we started.
Just do what I'm at, man. Just make it look good. Because right now you look like.
Scraggly.
Yeah.
No, actually, no, what I was thinking was Teen Wolf.
They're just.
Oh,
I'm not even kidding.
I feel like I look like a leprechaun.
Yeah.
You kind of. I'd like to take you to my barber because when you walked out, you'd probably feel great about
Keep me in
yourself.
the loop if you run
Take
into
me.
hurdles, and I will value your feedback on these things.
Yeah, because even if we just trim it in, it looks better. Because right now you look like you're scraggly, which will be helpful.
That's good.
But I watched him sell. Well, he didn't sell. I sold. But I watched him not do his job. Right?
I told him he's lucky because I've been here for 2 years. I still.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched him not do it at all. It's horrible.
Can you send
But
me
I'm
your,
glad I went out there. And ever since then, though, I know you're not selling that much. And we had a talk
first and last
yesterday.
name and I'll just
I think it would be good one of these
put
nights
IT
for us
in
just to
it.
sit down, 4 or 5 of us even.
Cause I'd love to
You guys
just,
come to my
you know,
house.
have,
And we'll have a beer or whatever. But really discuss, because he's not even asking the basic questions.
Okay.
He's not trying to get a job. He was at someone's house for fucking 6 hours yesterday and didn't sell a job.
This is the one you fell through their house.
You know, he was there for 6 hours. He
That-
called me up at like
that
6
felt
o'clock
good.
at night. He goes, I've been here since noon. I don't know what size roof this is. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Send me the pictures of it. I was like,
Told him that too.
why would you?
I did.
How many
I told you
squares?
what size it was.
Oh, well, yeah, but I didn't know if I could go off that guesstimate or
He's new, man.
You guys use Eagle View?
Hi.
I'll see.
because
That's why he needs a little more work because he's still confused. And like, I mean, hey, you know what? I'll give him props for this. He sat there for 6 fucking hours. A lot of people would have just quit.
Yeah, that's awesome. No,
Seriously. They're like, fuck this.
I'll text you.
But this is what I'm mad about. I'm not mad he was there 6 hours. I'm mad that he didn't close it.
Don't make through the fucking ceiling.
You fell through the guy's ceiling. You had 6 hours to fucking hang out with this dude. You guys probably talk about everything in the world. deepest, darkest secrets and shit. You're like,
They're eating the cat on the table this week. Big stuff.
the guy,
The ceiling.
the guy fucking made you dinner.
Oh, boy.
You guys are probably watching TV together.
Play with each
What do you want to watch?
other's
Terminator.
Play with each other. Alright, Matt Chapman, I got you.
Oh, that's just, yeah.
We'll get that deal.
Where's your job today? You're leaving.
I have one in Clinton Township at 11:30 for roof.
Alright.
Dave, why don't you go with them?
I have 11:30 myself.
Do you guys have any,
And we have a
shows
affiliate.
coming up anywhere?
Man, I fucking would love to go
We're
watch
gonna
it.
be at the IRE in Vegas, I guess it's next weekend, I'm not.
I would be like
Dude, you're leaving next week, no?
totally for you coming if you're
You're
free.
leaving next
I
week.
would love to. I
can
don't
go
know
to
what
Vegas.
myself.
Yeah, let's go to Vegas.
Yeah, next weekend, but there's a show.
Matt and I went to
Go on,
Vegas,
go
we'll
see
figure it out.
We'll talk about it after this.
If they haven't already, I don't know if you got your OCU Connect pad. Go in there, later on tonight when you're
Alright,
done
I got
today,
you.
spend a half hour, 20 minutes for the rest of the week.
Just texting.
Refresh up on
especially-
trainings, you know, the
I'll
teachers,
respond.
all the
fast
products,
as far as
teaches you
text.
kind of how
Me too,
to approach.
yeah.
I really don't think
It's
And what what's running about there?
My pitch is pretty.
It's in Clinton Township?
I don't like
You're supposed to be in South Lyon at noon, but that got all screwed up and
Everyone here
It's
is telling me
confidence.
Yeah.
Confident with your pitch, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, I have no
Yeah.
problem hyping up Owens Corning. I mean,
gave him
it's
this one in production.
the
I
guarantee
wonder if
itself. The
I can
package
pull my
is easy as
11:30, go
fuck to
there a little
sell.
late and go
People
watch
want
it.
to buy a good.
So then what's the biggest kickback that you hear?
He was help.
You got
I
it
need
too as
more
well.
estimates.
Where's the two?
And then I don't have the balls to ask. Like,
No, he doesn't have
what's
to.
stopping you from going with us? I feel like I don't know.
Okay, I would say overcome that hurdle, and then do you ever call Levi, say maybe it's a price issue and you're trying to sell the value?
It's something.
So would you be able to feel comfortable calling him, saying, all right, this is what's going on, we're almost there, we're not quite, but we go down a little bit. Maybe you throw in a platinum warranty as a kicker, right? It wouldn't cost much to buy $11.
You guys probably put the warranty on automatically, don't you? Platinum warranty automatically, or how do you guys do it?
Oh, no, it's an upsell.
It's an upsell.
Yeah, you gotta give people options,
No, that's cool, I didn't know you guys did it.
So if it's an upsell, talk to Levi, maybe
They're planning.
throw it in, hey, if you sign right now, we'll give you the free warranty, it's for $100, comes up with
The drop.
Generic stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And then just the bullshit, which we don't sell, but
Right. I kind of
So the
like
good,
that.
better, best, and then metal roof.
What's your good, Oak Ridge? Then Duration, then Flex?
No, then we go metal.
Are you asking for the business at the end?
Do you guys ever throw Flex in there? Or?
Sometimes if we're competing against,
Not as much as I should.
Yeah.
You can platinum on all three of those.
Even if they say no,
Right on the-
even if you're one call closer,
Yeah,
at
you
least
guys
you
go
ask for the
through
business
systems
and you
with all
go
the
back in a
jobs or
couple
only
days,
the
we
black?
get enough
Just the platinum.
leads and stuff and close. Hey, down so and so, how are you? I've used these are great, just wanted to follow up.
That's still
qualifies
counts,
as-
yeah, that counts, yeah.
And kind of
So you
compare
still
with what
use
they were
yours.
quoted versus what you're offering. Then you kind of pick it apart. Well, we use retake nails and stuff with ours, keep it down at 100.
And sometimes we use generic stuff. I mean, that's how we basically pitch it.
Your roof is gonna blow away, your shingles aren't, your
Can
roof
you
will.
put 4 yards on a GM car and still run?
I do things like
But
that.
boy, Josh,
I'm no expert on
you
that.
know, and you know
Alright,
what's
Sam?
going on, so you can.
Yes,
That's
your wheelhouse.
Hi, I'm Nick Levi.
Mine now is
I have an 11:30 hour.
Or I could just. Maybe steer them, but we kind of calculate.
Curious, are you guys gonna be available to come a little later, or do
We're gonna get the cheaper underlayment and stuff, so better than felt. Device you
Yeah.
So when I was in front of
That's
customers,
smart.
just like the perception wise from it. And then we can always negotiate the platinum down a little bit lower, so it's almost the same price as the preferred, it's no brainer.
Am I your first one?
Would you sign with me now, or what's?
Oh, okay. Who else do you have coming out?
No, that makes good
Right,
sense.
and just be a
I'm gonna finance it with every job.
I feel like my confidence drops as soon as we get to that point. I hand them, slide them the price over.
Let's see, we have one at 2 and one at 6, you said.
And they take their look over it. I mean,
I would rather.
it's really 50-50. I mean, typically we're higher than most of the competition. Yeah, absolutely.
This year.
But there have been a few instances, where we are butting right up against their prices. I mean, those ones are pretty easy to sell when we're,
Yeah, I would tell the homeowner, I mean, would you go with the cheapest one and then chuck in the truck house and then you get a warranty if it's not there, you get a thing with the falls. Yeah.
I mean, a few weeks ago, I had to sell
And I
this
usually
lady,
call like this, but my sales guy just.
Hanson's was trying to, a lifetime warranty or something.
Or I could even
On a cedar shaped decking, so they were gonna completely screw her. Either one way by either charging her on the back end for the tear off or rotted wood, or they were gonna not give her warranty, which she was looking for in the first place. I mean, that one I felt confident as hell breaking apart because I was like, I don't know, I just saw it immediately. I was like, Hanson's doesn't have any of this stuff that I already here. So I mean,
Okay, I'll just do that. I'm the owner of my company, so.
say that one more time. Yeah, it said, it did not say anything about any rotted wood.
I can skip through this yet.
And it was all cedar shaped decking up there. And she said they didn't even ask about that. I was like, if they,
Thank you. Trying to sell them duration, I assume.
I was going
Hey, my
for
11:30 for today?
but she ended up going with her.
Change it to noon tomorrow.
What's up?
I'm gonna go run with him. And I actually, they're getting 5 fucking estimates. I was the first one, so now I'm the 5th one tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it was actually just the preferred warranty, which is like 30
It's
years.
terrible, man.
It's fine, it's still better than.
Because if I was one of the first guys, you wouldn't have that fucking estimate there, it'd be mine.
Yeah, you would.
I'll close that fucker down.
I close down first ones all the time.
You know what?
I'm happy. Ryan needs help.
Exactly, yeah.
Hey, Levi, I forgot to ask you, do you guys finance?
Yeah.
And then you guys use, not Green Sky, you use Service Finance with Fairlight Brand?
Same conversation.
So,
Oh,
I'm
really?
sorry, I didn't hear what you guys.
Oh, no, it's funny, we're both talking about the
Yeah,
same
so I
stuff.
mean, that's a huge thing too, man. Hey, for $200 a month, you know, we can put on a new roof. It's a nice selling, I don't know if you approach that, and leave it for something like that.
Yeah.
Options are nice to have for a homeowner.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We make sure to, throw on our price sheet, we actually do put our most standard plan of financing, and I open it, it's like,
Conversation.
We have meetings typically.
a lot of the times they'll tell me, oh, I don't wanna owe anybody money, but I'll be like, I know you said you don't wanna owe anybody money, but, this is our most standard plan, everybody tends to go with it, just in case you're considering it.
Erica, because like the first year is usually free on interest and stuff for service or like typical.
They have programs already set up.
Okay, so.
That they offer, yeah.
Yeah, there's 40 different plans or whatever that we can offer to the customers. There's nothing that they would want that we can't give them.
Awesome, alright, so there you go, you're making it feasible for them to
Mhm.
put on something they need.
Absolutely.
What's up, Joe Boo?
What's going on?
I'm sore.
Why,
Joe Boo goes, you dumbass. I called you yesterday.
Hi.
You gotta walk on the rafters,
My
man.
foot slipped on some insulation, like because it was completely covered, and I mean, I was being slow. I was like,
I was being slow.
on the way down.
That's slowing up.
Did you clean it all up?
I offered, they were like, no. I was like, please, I insist, I have to. They're like, oh, just go clean up. I'm like, oh,
Did you sell it?
what do you think?
You should have.
Remember
They should've felt
remember
bad
what
for
Anthony
ya.
did? I know.
Huh?
I should have called him up. Look, I gotta send my crew out there anyways. Just fucking let's
Yeah,
get down
we'll
here.
be out there, we'll bring a
Yeah.
officer and bring a couple ladders.
Man, you always sell that shit. Because they feel bad for you at that point. They're like, oh my God.
I felt bad for them.
Well, of course
So
you
give them
do.
your employee discount.
Yeah.
I feel sorry, man.
Yeah, you
Call
should have
your
just
fucking-
bottomed it out, man.
Here's my employee discount.
Call Levi. You should call Levi. Look, Levi, I just fell through their damn ceiling, man. What can we do for these people?
I was waiting for that call.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
If we already got to send out our guy to fix your fucking ceiling, we
Hi,
might as well
Joe.
send him out to
Hey, I'm
do the roof.
Erica.
I'm our fire putter outer.
Uh-oh.
I'm
You're
like,
the
we might
guy.
Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Nice to see you.
you too. You guys got cards?
Yeah.
I don't. Oh.
Joe, you do a lot of repairs?
We try not to. We have.
Alright, so you're going out there and tackling that?
So what do you do actually, production?
Yeah, I'm a production manager. So.
Fire put around.
Hey, when you, before you take off, could you let Tammy know what we discussed earlier?
Sure.
About the wind that's expected, like
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you, time, Dave.
Reach out anytime.
For sure.
We're both
Keep in
here.
touch, guys.
Yeah, we're both
Appreciate it.
here for you.
Have a good one.
When's the ETA to take on them guys?
2 weeks. Yeah. So now I know what you want. Put the order when we were talking. I just had to make sure we knew and then tailor it to your needs.
Perfect. It'll be good, man.
All right.
Appreciate it.
You guys
At one
need any other
time-
boards or anything like that?
What's
Sorry, any boards or anything like that? Or you guys?
We're good.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, don't fall,
Stonecraft?
don't fall through any more roofs.
At one time, fly down?
But the snowcraft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought.
I think it still is.
No, what's the bill told me no.
I think it's separated. I think they.
But it was, I'm not losing my mind. It was at one time fly down.
Or they had the same shit.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I could have swore it was Stonecraft. They probably sold out or something.
You got 11:30, right? I'm going with you.
So, there you go. To learn from the man now.
I'm gonna be quiet. Till the end, and then I'm gonna barrel.
Go easy on the kid. He's trying.
I'll see you later, Dave.
Yep.
Just wants to learn.